Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner. I am Pam and I am a crocheter who knits a bit. On this channel we kick it old school style, and by that I mean I do not edit, so grab your pen and pad and let's take some notes. How is everybody doing? You guys, I got my nails done. I am doing great. I hope everybody else is doing well. However your weather is, it's still very hot here. As July has come to a close, these months are going by super fast. This episode is episode 81 of Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner, and it is hashtag July Makes 2022 challenge. This is hosted by none other than Jeanette, also known as Soraya, of Doycreations. I am so happy that she created this. It was prompting us all to get her done. Let's get those projects done that have been languishing. I have Whipville that have been languishing, just sitting around. I had one project that only needed the ends sewn in. That was it. It had been sitting there for months without the ends sewn in. So there's a lot of us that are a part of this challenge, and she's going to put all of the videos together. So that's what this is mainly about. I have some spectacular finishes. Well, to me, they're spectacular because I finished them. An FO is an FO, and that is a finished object. So I am going to get into that. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel and given me a thumbs up. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Let's get into it. So this time, instead of using project bags, because if you know, I love my project bags and I keep all of my projects in a project bag, I opted for baskets. I also love baskets. This one is a pink one. I believe I got this from Hobby Lobby. So let's dive into this basket of finished objects and see exactly what I have. First, I want to tell you about this yarn. Now, I am not a yarn snob. I like all different types of yarns, big box. I enjoy my hand-dyed yarns as well. The most important thing to me, it has to be soft and feel good on my fingers. I don't care what it is. If it doesn't feel good on my fingers, then I will not use it. So, to my surprise, when I went into the Dollar Tree, probably a week or so ago, I go up and down all of the aisles. Excuse me, my voice is kind of gravelly. I'm sorry. I go up and down each and every aisle just to look, and I almost dropped my phone. I saw this big area that had just yarn in it. Now, I've seen that on other people's pages, on their Instagrams, and I thought my Dollar Tree doesn't have that. And then I went to the same one that I go to, and voila, there it was. So, just yarn. This is from the Dollar Tree, and I was pleasantly surprised. It feels wonderful. So at first I picked up 3 because there's only, I think, 97 yards on here, 98 yards. So I knew I couldn't finish a beanie with that. So I bought 3. And the next day I went back, and I'll show you my basket that I got. But you'll have to hold on for that because I forgot it in my craft room, which is right behind the double doors, right there behind me. So let me show you what I made. I am working on several projects. I was doing the hashtag July Makes 2022. I am also doing the Fall Yarny YouTube Hop, which is the seasonal Yarny YouTube Hop that's hosted by Kimthecraftynomad. I'll talk to you about that more towards the end. I am also doing hats for the homeless. So I thought that this would be great for hats for the homeless, and that way I would just make them out of this really nice soft yarn. I was pleasantly surprised. I love it. So I found a very easy, simple beanie by none other than Crystal of BagODay. And I will leave the descriptions of everything below, the information. Please read my description box. If I make a mistake, that's where I correct everything. And I do leave information and links. I leave links now for things that I talk about. So this is her easy, seamless, half double crochet beanie, because I don't like seams down the back of hats. I don't like that, no likey. And it is her pattern number 686. Okay, so I am a tight knitter and a crocheter. I used a J hook. This is my clover. I used a J hook. And what I did was I put the label back on the hat. I thought that was cute. So, and I also have because I couldn't tell where the back was, so I put one of those little bulb stitch markers there. But look at this, you guys. Isn't this beautiful? Look at the stitches. These are half double crochets. Look at that texture. If you hear noise, it's my air conditioning. I'm sorry, it is really hot here, so I apologize for that. This is a wonderful, wonderful, quick tutorial and beanie. I made one in a couple of hours. So I have this one is a finished object. That's one. And then I love mustard colored yarn, just yarn. There's that really nice mustard color. And this time I decided to put a pom-pom on it. I love pom-poms on beanies. Not everybody does. And because I'm donating these, I'm not sure if the person would like a pom-pom, but I like a pom-pom. So I mixed this with the gray color and I made a pom-pom. And look at this, you guys. This is so, so nice. And it's kind of stiff because I haven't washed it yet. I don't know if I'm going to. When you're donating things, I'm kind of leery about washing them because they'll do it. They might have some unscented detergent or something like that. Look at this. I absolutely love it. I just love it. So this is going to be nice and warm for someone. What I did do a little bit different, I think you'll see it on this one. After you end the beanie, I did a row in the back loop, which kind of like defined that right there. That's the only change that I did. So here is 2. And then I used this beautiful turquoise color. This is called Just Active, but it is from the Just Yarn category. Still very soft. Love that color. And I made this one. Now, I did something different here. Look at that. This is called Surface Crochet. And I recently did that on a bralette that I made. I showed you guys that a couple of episodes ago. I learned how to do this from Crochet with Clare, formerly known as Bob Wilson 123, many years ago. So I thought, let me just kind of pizzazz it up just a pinch. And I surface crocheted. That's a stitch marker so I know where the back is. I surface crocheted. So these are nice and roomy, and I just love this half double crochet stitching. It looks wonderful. These are nice and roomy, and they are going to keep someone warm. I'm going to enlist Windsor so that way you guys will see how it fits on someone's head. And I'm going to pause. This is Windsor. She is one of my model heads. And look, it has a pinch of slouch there. I did the surface crochet. Don't mind the So this is going to be very nice for someone, and it's going to keep them warm. And after July, I am going to continue to make as many of these as I can. Like I said, I have an array of colors of the yarn, and I will show that to you shortly. So this is all of my Just Yarn hats that I was able to complete in the month of July. So I have 3. I have 3 hats from the Just Yarns. Okay, there will be a lot of pausing and going back and forth because I want to make sure I show you guys everything. So, one moment. I'm back. And here is my basket full of Just Yarn. Light gray, mint green, dark blue. They even had just cotton. I couldn't believe that. And it's soft. This is very soft. Just cotton. So I got a couple of skeins of that. There's more of the mustard. And see, there's more down in there. So I went back and I'm keeping this all in another basket. And these will eventually become hats for the homeless. I am going to make as many as I can. She needs them for the fall, I think it is. So I still have another month to get those together. So, excuse me. My finishes are those 3 hats, okay? And then I said, let's pull out Pinky J. Do you guys know who Pinky J is? This is Pinky J. This is my Jam It knitting machine. It was generously gifted to me. You know who you are. Thank you. I love this. If you want to crank out hats just crank them out for whatever reason quickly, this is the way to do it. Now the catch with this is certain yarns will jump and then it'll cause it to unravel. You'll be finished and think you're done, and you look and you've got a big hole way down in there somewhere. So Simply Soft is really good in here. Certain Hobby Lobby yarns are good in here as well. So it just depends. And I don't use the spin tool. I don't do that. I'd rather just kind of hand crank it and, you know, just get in the groove with it. But this is Pinky J. So I used Pinky J to make some more hats for the homeless. So here is one. Look at that. And it's reversible. So these are reversible. This is one. Here is another one from Pinky J. And it's reversible as well. Woo, look at that. You have the yellow and gray on the inside. And these are nice and thick because they're actually double layered. and you just cinch them at the ends and push them inside of one another, and these turn out really, really nice. So that's 2. This one is my favorite one right here, where I mixed gray and blue. Now I had to join these colors without a jog. I looked up a YouTube tutorial on how to do that, and to me that's not easy. You have to really pay attention to what you're doing. But look at that, voila, that is a total different color on the inside, and this is a little bit slouchier. So how fun are these? Totally reversible. I did that on purpose. So that's part of the yarn. And that's what I did with Pinky J. So there's 3 more. And then I went back to crocheting. This is just a regular crochet beanie. I used the recipe from Crochet with Clare, formerly known as Bob Wilson 123, because she has it where there is no jagged edge down the back. This is the back of the hat. So I just did double crochet. This is Hobby Lobby yarn, and I just did a front post back post edging. This will also go to my donations for Hats for Homeless. And this was the hat that was just lying around, where all I needed to do was finish off the brim and sew in the ends. So I have another finished object. So what is that? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hats so far. So this is just your basic double crochet beanie. And then, of course, you guys know I love Vanna's Choice. That was my first love back in the day when I first started knitting and crocheting. So I found some of her yarn in my stash, and I think I shared these with you guys on a previous episode. It's the same beanie from Crystal of BagODay, and I just used Vanna's Choice this time, and look how that turned out. I mean, this half double crochet pattern right here is just super nice. It's very nice. It's very neat. And this will definitely keep someone warm. And then I also made the scarf. So this is my finished object because I finished this in July. I finished all of this at the very beginning of July. This is just a simple double crochet scarf. And instead of going in the 2 top loops, I went underneath the entire stitch. And I learned how to do this from my really good friend's mom many years ago. And I like fringe on a scarf, so I added fringe. So this will be a set that I am donating to the homeless. So I have my scarf and hat. And then, what was that? 7 other hats? 7 other hats. So, but that's not all that I finished so far in the month of July. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way and we will continue. My next finished object is a head wrap. This is my first time making one of these. So I'm not good at tying them, so I did my best. But is this cute? So let me explain this. I was in DOY's Live, as I am pretty much every Sunday, and I think it's Granny D who started the head wrap challenge, It's actually, yeah, it's a challenge, but it's going on all year long, and it's for making head wraps for people that have cancer and would like to put something beautiful on their head and still feel beautiful. So I thought, okay, well, let me get involved with that as well. I'd never made a head wrap before, so I went to Doycreations because I remember she made a head wrap a couple of years ago, a tutorial. So I followed her tutorial. I got some really soft. This is one of the yarns that I got from the Hobby Lobby sale. And as I said before, here it is. It's called Stork Struck Sugar Plum, and it's Baby Bee. And this is all I had left. That's it. And as I said before, I wanted to try yarns. They were on sale that I had never used before, and I was not disappointed with this. This is very soft, and it works up really well. So I made this head wrap, and that is my other finished object for the July Makes 2022 challenge. But I am not done. Hold the phone. We'll be right back. Do you guys remember this? That's right. I finished it. It is done. And I was really motivated because of this challenge, because I started this scarf back in May. I started it back in May. It is How to Knit a Triangle Shawl by Noble Knits. And I used these beauties right here. I think these are my Knitter's Pride Dreams. Sometimes I like my wooden needles for certain yarns because I need the yarn to stay on the needle and not slide around as if it would on the metal needles. So it's been a while since I used these. I really enjoyed working with these. This finished object for July is knit, and the yarn is Mandala Ombre Happy, and I put it in this basket. Are you guys ready? Because I'm happy. Yes. Look at it. It's all done. It's all done. Finished object. Look at the amazing colors. I love the way the colors played out. I just knit until I was done. And I have a beautiful, beautiful triangle shawl by Noble Knits. I'm really excited about this one. Knitting is it's a lot slower to me than crocheting, but I just love, love, love. I bound off. I have not washed this yet because this you can throw in the washing machine and you can put it in the dryer and it comes out beautifully. Mandala is a really nice big box yarn to work with. So it's all done. It's done. Yay. So that's another finished object. I have lost count, but I am so happy, totally motivated by the challenge to get that done. And then I have one more finished object that is very unique in that it's not a make. It's not a make. So hold on. Shuffle some things around here. It's in here. My husband bought this for me. I think it was a year or two ago. This is a wonderful case. This sets down inside of it. And you guys know what I have in here? Do you know? You don't know? Okay. Last year, I'm sorry, it's hot. Last year, I bought a beautiful advent calendar. And if you don't know what an advent calendar is, it's something that you purchase months in advance, hand-dyed yarns. You get it from whatever dyer you want. I chose Chelsea Yarns, Christina, and she's just a beautiful person. Her yarn is fantastic. And you get 24 minis, plus you get a full skein of yarn. Isn't this beautiful? This is 400 yards of superwash merino, 20% nylon. Beautiful. So this is your bonus, and you open this on Christmas Day. All of the other minis are scheduled for you to open them one at a time leading up to Christmas. So she has named all of hers. These are the days that you open them, and this is what you get. So these minis come looking like this, but just in mini form. So guess what? They have to be rolled up into a ball in order for you to be able to work with them. And I finished rolling all 24 of these minis, all 24 of them, into balls. So that way, for instance, this is day 13. She had them in individual bags. I rolled all of these into little balls. And this is my unique and different finish. But it's a finish because I finished all of them. Every last one of them. I had started them a while ago. I stopped. And then I thought, you know what? I need to get her done. Get this done. This will be a finish for you. Look at that. So I had 24 of these little skeins to roll up. Beautiful yarn. I put the little bulb on there so I wouldn't lose the place. Beautiful. So you may ask, don't you have a Swift and a ball winder? I do, but these minis are small, and if you put them on there and you wind them up, they're not tightly wound because there's not enough yarn. As you use the mini, because I have wound these before, it collapses in on itself. So it's better if they are rolled into balls like this. So this is my finish. This I could put on the ball winder. So this I'm not, but yes, yes, yes. Look, I have all of these bags that I sat there while I was watching TV and I rolled them all into balls. So this is my unique finish, my advent calendar from 2021. I think that was it. Yes, my advent calendar from 2021 from Chelsea Luxe. It's all rolled up. So now I can make something beautiful. I am going to take my time and let the yarn talk to me and tell me what it wants to be. I'm done. Those are all of my finishes for the July Makes 2022 challenge. Jeanette, thank you so very much for this challenge. It was right on time. It was very motivating. And I had so much fun doing my finishes. I had fun trying something new. I had fun cranking out the hats that I'm doing for the homeless. I absolutely enjoyed this. So thank you very much. Okay, you guys. I have to go get something to show you. Do you guys remember this? Oh my God. Okay. Last episode, episode 79, I think it was. Yes. I was sad because my tin can knits hat, I had dropped a stitch like horribly, and I was so upset. I took my needles out, everything, and I just thought, I can't do this over again. I've started it over twice, and I really wanted to salvage it. I love this yarn. This was sent to me from the Feel of Fiber in New York, and it's a beautiful, it's just so soft. It's fingering, so I'm holding it double. The stitch definition on it is uncanny. It's just wonderful yarn. So after that episode, one of my subscribers said, hey, why don't you go to your local yarn store and see if they can help you fix it? I never even thought of that. So I went to my local yarn store. She said, in a week, we have a class called Fix It 101. Sign up for that and come on in. Long story short, I signed up for it. Yesterday I went, and oh my God, I had no idea that there were just such simple ways to fix drop stitches, twisted stitches. She showed me, since I'm a continental knitter, she showed me how to knit purl a different way. So when I flip around, my stitches aren't hard to get into to knit, because I've been going through the back loop because it was hard to get through the front loop. Oh, just everything. She showed us so many tips and tricks. We had to knit a swatch and have that ready and bring it with us. And so what she did was she literally showed us. She said, okay, knit this, drop this stitch, do this, do that. She had us act out all of those different scenarios that you would experience making mistakes in knitting. And like she said, sometimes a mistake doesn't need to be fixed. Or if we make a mistake, there's an easy way to fix it when you go back around. If you flip things onto the smooth side, you can pick up your drop stitches. She showed us how to do that with a crochet hook. I was amazed. I was so happy, but you guys know that I really wanted my hat fixed. So she goes, oh, don't worry, we're going to get to that. Are you guys ready? Oh, it is saved. It is saved. It is saved. It is saved. This is my tin can knits. It's saved. You guys, it's saved. And I only lost 2 rows trying to save it. I only lost 2 rows. That was it. So she showed me how to, she told me exactly where I was, how many stitches I had, where I was. She put my markers back on and everything, and she showed me how to pull out the row and pick up the loop underneath it. She said, you're going to lose about 2 rows. I go, I don't care. I just want to salvage this hat because I'm almost at the part where you start decreasing for the crown. I was so happy. The other ladies, there were other ladies in my class. It was a pretty small class, so we got individual attention. But they were looking at me like, because they had sweaters and stuff, and all I had was a hat. Like, you don't understand. She goes, oh yeah, I do. She goes, I'm glad you're so happy. The class was a success. I absolutely loved it, and whatever she's going to have again, I will be there. So to that subscriber who suggested that, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am now able to continue my my hat from Tin Can Knits, and I am back on track with this beautiful yarn. So stay tuned for that, you guys. I didn't want to rush through this to try to finish it for the July makes because I want to take my time and I have to pay attention to the decreases. So I have enough finishes for the July makes, and I'm super happy with everything that I did. And this was just so much fun, and thank you. This is what I mean by you guys are awesome. If I didn't even ask for anything, and a subscriber suggested, hey, take it to your local LYS, and I would have never thought of that. And I'm so glad that you suggested that. So thank you. And I did. And my hat is going to be hot when I finish it. So the last thing I have to share with you guys, and I'm sorry to keep you so long, is I am still involved in the seasonal Yarny YouTube hop, and we have the fall edition coming up. So you guys saw that I outgrew my football bag, because you guys know I love some football. So let me show you what bag I moved to. It's pink. It's screaming pink. I love it, but it's holding my entire project. It says this bag contains magic. Some eyelashes and some mascara on there. And I got this bag from a beauty supply store 2 years ago. They were on the sale table. It was $3. I grabbed two. My sister took one. So my project is in here. I can't show you. And I have another project for my seasonal Yarny YouTube hop. It is in here. This is my collaboration with Z. She came up with the idea. Both of us have a yarn that was hand dyed for us specially by, oh gosh. Oh, I don't like when I forget things and I'm on camera. I'll put it in the description box below. And so I am using her yarn. It's called Yarn is Life. And she is going to use my yarn, which is called Knits a Bit, with my colorway. So I am using her colorway. And we are to make something out of each other's yarn. Crochet in Agreement, that's who gave us the pleasure of making yarn to yarn. Just making yarn for us specifically. So this bag is super cute. And it falls in line with the other bag that has lipstick and eyelashes and things on it. And yes, this is a bag from Kimthecraftynomad, fittingly so, as she is the host of the seasonal Yarny YouTube hop. The fall edition is coming up, so stay tuned. And that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to watch all of the other makers who are involved in the hashtag July Makes 2022. We're going to see some fun finishes, you guys. Okay, so I'll be back soon. Everybody take care and be sure to be kind. See you soon.